Okay, so ViceNews came out with a video basically debunking Donald Trump's whole "if you don't like America, you can leave it," or at least throwing it back in his face. And I remember him doing things like this. Take a look.
If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
This country is the laughingstock of the world.
We're not a brilliant country anymore. We're a foolish country. We're a dumb country.
Douglas MacArthur, George Patton, spinning in their graves when they see the stupidity of our country.
We're like the stupid country, so many different ways. How stupid are the people of Iowa? How stupid are the people of the country? The weak and very stupid country. Very, very stupid laws that we have.
I love the Chinese people, but they laugh themselves. They can't believe how stupid the American leadership is.
Mexico laughs at us. They can't believe how stupid we are.
We're laughed at all over the world.
We're the laughing stock of the world.
We're not a respected country anymore. We don't win. Our country doesn't win. We're not great now.
Look, the country is going to hell in a handbasket.
We have a country that's going to hell.
In the meantime, our country is going to hell.
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 Our military is going to hell.
Our infrastructure is going to hell. Our country's going to hell. And then you wonder why we're going to hell. That's why we're going to hell. It's one of the many reasons our country's going to hell.
Ding, 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 ding. You know, our country is going to hell.
Our country's going to hell. And Frank doesn't like the word hell, but we're going to hell.
Nothing works in our country.
Nothing works. Our country doesn't work.
Our infrastructure is terrible. Our roads, our bridges, our tunnels, our schools, our hospitals. We're becoming like a third world country.
We're becoming a third world country. Our country is becoming a third world country. We've become like a third world country.
We are like, in many cases, a third world country. It's an embarrassment.
This is like a third world country, folks.
Honestly, it's like we're a third world country.
I mean, our country's like a third world country. It's like we're in a third world country. We are like a third world country. We're like a third world country.
We're like a third world country.
We're like a third world country.
We're like a third world country. We're like a third world country. We're like a third world country.
We're like a third world country.
We're like a third world country.
We're like a third world country. It's third world. We're like in a third world country right now. We're literally like a third world country.
We've become a third world country.
We have become a third world country, folks.
We're now a third world country.
Okay. Our airports are worse than third world.
We're dying. This country is dying.
Sadly, the American dream is dead. If you're not happy, you can leave.
Okay. Okay, since Trump is in his third year, let's rewind 8 years and go back to July 28th, 2011. It's Obama's third year. So far, he's gotten Obamacare passed, the automotive bailout, Bin Laden dead. He recommended a small increase on taxes on those who are rich enough to own private jets, and other, not necessarily progressive, but Democratic stuff. And all the crap he got between the election and then. Okay, so he gets up to the podium and he goes, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. God bless America." Anyway, I've received a lot of criticism lately from Fox News, Republicans in Congress, and others, including a very entitled narcissist businessman named Donald Trump. Well, I've got something to say to Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell, John Boehner, and others like him, including those on Fox News. You know what? If you don't like America, if you think America's so bad, why don't you just leave? Just leave. I mean, Delta Airlines is waiting on you. Just go to England or China, since you say they're doing better. Just get out. If you hate America that much, just leave. Oh my God. You know how they would have called him a traitor, saying, "Oh, you want Americans to just leave you," and it would have spun it that he wants white people out of America. He wants to kick white Americans out of America. Oh my gosh, the fear mongering and the race baiting and the bullshit would not have stopped. You know, that whole, if you hate America, you can get out. They're just the words of someone who has no argument and have no idea what they're talking about. Here's what happens. They hear, right-wingers love everything Donald Trump does. And when someone like the Squad, AOC, Presley, Tlaib, and Omar, when they criticize America, they're not really criticizing America, they're criticizing the American system, the American government, and they don't like it because that's criticizing the way Trump's doing it, and they can't, and they realize that what they say makes sense, but they can't agree with that because they're so partisan. They go, yeah, well, you hate America if you criticize America. Because I remember Bush administration. If you dare disagree with Bush, you were accused of loving the terrorists. It's like, no, we just don't believe we should torture them or invade a country that didn't attack us. It's like, yeah, well, our president wants to do it, therefore, if you disagree, you're a traitor. Man. This, I would love someone with a little bit more prominence than me. I want the Squad to say, well, Donald Trump, if you didn't like America, you should have left in 2016. I remember him saying that America was going to hell, that America was not great. And well, if you don't like America, you should have left. And in my opinion, he's right. For that whole clip, now America's going to hell. Now we're being reduced to a third world country. We are treating immigrants like they're like they're second class, third class citizens. Jeez. Now he's right. Right? He said it. He was right, but different time period. Patriotism is loving your country at all times, and only loving your government when it deserves it. The words of Mark Twain. Yeah, and he didn't live during this time. He lived in the days of slavery, I think. I'm so tired of this right-wing notion that if you ever criticize America when it's under a Republican administration, you're a traitor. But if you criticize America when it's under a Democratic administration, oh, you're a patriot, you're a hero. He wants to get back to America that we grew up as. It's so stupid. It's just, you have no argument when you say that. Instead of debunking what they're saying, they just say, yeah, it's like, presents reasonable arguments for Medicare for all, tuition-free college, not treating the migrants so horribly. Yeah, well, if you don't like America, you can just get out. And it started with the whole go back to your country. He told 4 congresswomen, none of whom were white, to go back to their country, and 3 of them were like, hey, dipshit, 3 of us were born here. And his fans just ate it up. Now they got the whole send her back when it comes to Omar, the only one of them who did immigrate here. But they love this country. People who criticize them, it's like a parent criticizing their child because they love that child and they want that child to change and do better. Same with country. We criticize America because we want to change it for the better. A parent doesn't criticize their child just because they hate them. Well, at least not any good parents. I know there's some people that do. But AOC, Presley, Tlaib, and Omar, the Squad, and people like me, and Kyle Klinsky, and Ro Khanna, and Young Turks, and other people, we don't criticize America because we hate them. We criticize America because we're pointing out the flaws that America has, and we want to fix them. What is with this? In order to be a patriot, you have to put blinders on and never question the status quo when a Republican is in office. But you have to take the blinders off and be so against the government when a Democrat is in office. This hypocrisy. I remember it under Bush. I remember the shift under Obama, and now it's gone back to the way it was under Bush for Bill Clinton. We are under a Fox News presidency because I remember hearing, my dad watches Fox News ever since I was a little boy. Ever since they came out in '96. And they just praise America when it's under a Republican administration. Demonize America when it's under a Democrat. And now they're doing the same thing except more pathetic. Just, I pray for America every day, including this Sunday morning.
Leading the negotiations with Iran and the world community and standing up for a principle that Ted and his brother, President Kennedy, believed in so strongly. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate.
Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate.
I pledge you that we shall neither commit nor provoke aggression, that we shall neither flee nor invoke the threat of force, that we shall never negotiate out of fear, and we shall never fear to negotiate.
I want everyone to stay awesome, stay progressive, and as always, may the force be with you.